John Daniel here in the Veterans Memorial Park here in my hometown. Today is September 11th and it's the 8th anniversary of September 11th, 2001. 8 years ago today was a day I will remember probably more than a lot of people in my hometown. I could do a video blog just on that, and whenever I tell my story, they tend to not believe me. I was in New York City that day when everything occurred, and I really don't feel like talking about it now, but I want to talk about more of how it seems each year it's being forgotten what happened on September 11th, 2001. A day after the event, or a few days after, there was a big, huge ceremony at the fire station in the parking lot, and it was packed to capacity. And then they had another ceremony right here in the park 1 year later. But it seems each year less and less people come to remember September 11th, 2001 here in my hometown. I walked around town today and noticed a lot of places don't have their flags at half staff to remember those who were killed on September 11th. Nothing against those people, but it seems like everyone just goes on with their business, everyday business, and it's forgotten, just like December 7th, 1944, Pearl Harbor Day. Like these veterans who died in World War II in this memorial. And tonight there will be probably most likely another ceremony which I will share with you after speaking here. Even when I look up there at the fire station, the flag is not at half staff. Nothing against anyone in my hometown, but someone has forgotten. Even the local town hall's flag is not at half staff for today, but it should be. Year after everything occurred, everyone remembered it. And like I said, it's being forgotten. Myself, and maybe I've been told one other person from Massena was in New York City that day. And it's something you will never forget. Trust me on that. And I wish everyone would remember the way it should be, just like Memorial Day and Veterans Day, to honor those who died in the World Trade Center attack, and also in Washington, D.C., at the Pentagon, and also in the plane that went down in Pennsylvania. Well, this year I thought there was going to be a memorial ceremony here in Massena for September 11th, 2001. But apparently there's not going to be one, like in the past. The sun is starting to set. It's about 7:30 right now at night. And due to lack of attendance in my hometown for past ceremonies, I guess, they've decided not to have a remembrance ceremony. Luckily, in nearby Waddington, New York, they had one today. And also another ceremony was held at Clarkson University, where they dedicated or rededicated a piece of the World Trade Center for a memorial there in Potsdam, New York, at Clarkson University. So here up in upstate New York, in St. Lawrence County, at least September 11th is being remembered in certain places. And I'm sure a lot of people here in my hometown remember in their minds, silently, in hearts, about what happened 8 years ago. The flag in the park here is at full staff.
Matt, I've never seen any, it looks like a movie. I saw a large plane, like a jet, going immediately, headed directly into the World Trade Center. It just flew into it, into the other tower, coming from south to north. I watched the plane fly into the World Trade Center. It was a jet. It was a very large plane. It was going fast. It went past the Ritz-Carlton Hotel that's being built in Battery Park. It flew right past it, almost hit it, and then went in.
This is so shocking, of course, to everybody watching.
I've never seen anything like it. It literally flew itself into World Trade Center.
Obviously now we move from what appears to have, there it is right there.
Again, I'm looking from south to north, and it went into the one on the right.
That appeared to be at least a 727. We saw it a second ago. Here comes the videotape that we just showed you. You will see what appears to be a large plane. It could be a 727 right there, maybe even bigger, flying right into the side of the World Trade Center.
It was at least a 727. It was a jet. I couldn't believe my eyes watching it right above me.
And now you have to move from talk about a possible accident to talk about something deliberate.